Hello, everybody. I'm back. I just wanted to come back on here and make another video for you all. So, today, what I wanted to share is basically just get a little personal about myself and just, you know, share why I started my journey. So, a little bit about me. Again, most of y'all all know me, but for those who don't, I am a mom of three. I'm a wife for, oh, it's going to kill me, 21 years, going on 22. A friend and family to many, and I've been at my current job for over 15 years. Um, I'm not, anyone perfect. As someone here just on my journey of life, made plenty of mistakes. And of course, we're human, so we're going to fall short sometime, and we have to give ourselves grace for that. It's okay because every day is a new day to have a new, better day. So, um, let's see, I wrote some notes. I'm kind of just trying to look to see where I'm at. Okay, so why I started this journey. So, I guess, this goes way back. I've always struggled with my identity. Who am I and what am I supposed to be doing? I didn't identify with anything specific besides coming from a big family. That's it. That's all I knew. And I didn't have any dreams or any goals that I aspired, but to just live a better life than my mom, and what she was given and what she was able to give us. I just knew that I wanted to be better and that I could be better, not because I'm trying to be better, but or think I'm better, but because I know she believed in me. She believed that that I could do those things. Um, so, even after high school, I still struggle, like, what career am I going to go into? I didn't even know what to go to school for, as far as college. And I thought I wanted to do nursing because I love helping people. But then when I really like thought about what nurses do, I was like, no, I just don't think I can do that. Long hours, the dedication they give their life, their time. Um, my priority was going to be my family, and I knew that it was going to be a hard juggle and one that I just wasn't ready for. So I went with business, because I knew business was just going to open a lot of doors and nothing in specific. So I didn't even finish school. I started, but I already had kids, and I started my life early. So I started but didn't finish, and I came to peace with that. I don't think school is for me, and that I will go back to college. Now, maybe certification and courses, that's more something that I think will be for me. But again, just going back, I struggled with my identity. I didn't identify with anything in specific. Some people are known for, like, their I don't know, sports or clubs or um, just anything that they were into. People knew them by a certain thing that they were into. Even people with skills and talents like singing, acting, dancing, things like that. I didn't even have a natural talent, and I kept asking myself, I have to have a natural talent. I know, God gives us all something, right? But I just couldn't find mine, and that really, really bugged me. But um, I just let it go, and I just kept going on with life and just doing what's important to me. And of course, to me, was just being that mother, and, that wife and that good friend. And just trying to focus on, life and just trying to stay afloat, right? Like, it's just busy. Well, later on, I did develop anxiety and depression. No depression for anything in particular. I didn't have no major thing happen in my life to cause me to have depression. But that's just what my doctor kind of just diagnosed me with, because I started having kind of like panic attacks. And if I'm being honest with myself, I can say I was trying to chase happiness and that I couldn't find it. Again, no particular reason. I had so much, I mean, the list goes on to be grateful for: family, friends, great job, health, anything you could think of, the things that, people take for granted. I had it. But I don't know. I maybe it had to be with my purpose, that I didn't know, what I was here for. And so I was chasing something that I didn't even know I was chasing, and I just knew I wasn't happy. But I started my self love journey. I come to realize that, happiness, is not external. It's internal. It's not based off an external circumstance. You can't say, oh, when I get that job, or when I get that house, or that love of my life, or make that money, then I'll be happy. It actually has to start from within first, and then, you know, once you are happy, things start to change in your life. Um, but that's a little bit more later in my journey. I realized that, but then I started realizing that it was my responsibility to focus on what I do have, and just be more appreciative, and just express gratitude. And once I started learning that, then I started to overcome my anxiety and depression. And I just, and how I learned this was basically just YouTube. I YouTubed, and then I started following different social media accounts that were, sharing inspiring videos and tips. The main thing that I definitely don't want to miss out or not mention is meditation. Meditation has done so much for me in my life and helped me transform. It's not something I can explain, but it is something I definitely recommend you doing. And there's, lots of videos out there that have guided meditation for beginners, and it gives you tips on how to start the process. I would definitely look into that, especially if you have any kind of anxiety or depression, or if you just have any questions, because we all have an inner guidance, in God, right? You can connect with God through meditation, so it's kind of like a form of prayer. So definitely look into that. But that was one tool that has helped me tremendously, and I always recommend it to everyone, who asks for tips and things like that. So I started my self love journey, started the video, started the meditations, um, and just made it my everyday practice. And I did eventually get out of that state of anxiety and depression. And I asked myself, so since I'm here now, like, do I stop these practices or do I continue? And I mean, it was a no-brainer. I just kept going, because why stop something that's working? I knew I didn't want to go back there, and so I'm still doing those things to this day. Um, so a few years later passed, because I started this journey maybe about um, it was right before COVID. Um, so about 2020. So it's been about 3 years now. So a few years later, come back, to the $1 million question: what is my purpose? Don't know again. I was very grateful for where I was in my life and everybody in my life, and what I've seen and experienced. But I was still feeling this emptiness inside of me, that I knew this couldn't just be it. And I didn't know, again, like, what it was that made me, right? So again, I'm just doing some internal digging, and I just started thinking about what is it that I'm doing, naturally. What is it that I'm getting feedback on, that how people see me? And I started realizing a theme. Like, people always say, oh, you always know what to say. You always say, positive things. You're such a positive person. You just give great feedback and inspiring and things like that. And I did those things because I wanted to help lift people up. No, for no particular reason. I didn't have no hidden agenda. I just felt like, this is how I lift myself up. And I'll give tools and recommendation. Like I was just a natural salesperson for happiness. Like I knew what worked for me, and I wanted to share and tell people to try it. So I started realizing what I was watching as far as videos and people, sharing tips and inspiring me. I was doing that. So I just pretty much just came to a conclusion that maybe this is something I'm supposed to do. And I do it on a one-on-one basis already with everybody that's in my life, but now I would like to do it on a more larger scale. um, I started off by sharing quotes and things like that online, but then I felt like I wanted to grow more, right? Like we always have to grow. So it went from typing and sharing pictures or sharing quotes to now making videos. And who knows where it'll go from here. I mean, I have so much aspiration. I can do books. I don't know about public speaking, but who knows, maybe in the future. But that's kind of like why I'm here. This is the process of kind of what happened in my life and why I'm here and why I feel called to share these messages. So, me sharing my personal story and opening up and letting you know if you've ever felt any of those things, not knowing what your purpose is or what you identify with, or what if you don't know how to be happy or what brings you joy. Maybe some of these tips and things I've shared will hopefully help you. If you have any questions and need any more I guess guidance, I'm more than willing to talk to you. Message me or call me if you have my number. I love talking to people and talking about this subject. So I don't like to put this on people, like, oh, you should try this, unless I know they're asking for it. So yeah, reach out to me. And just on a side note, I did find what I identify with, things that I like. I don't know why it took me this long to realize, but what I like is beauty. I love anything beauty, whether it's sunset, sunrise, the sky, nature. I love flowers. I even love looking at different trees. I find the beauty. I try to find the beauty in anything and everything. People, animals. I love art. Art is like, it's beautiful. It's creative for me. Like anything creative, music, and people play an instrument. Like I don't have those talents, so I tell myself that I am grateful that I get to be on the other side to listen to it, to appreciate it. Because if I was the person, doing it, then I mean, I don't know, you probably still appreciate it, but at least I get to sit and listen, and I get to listen to all genre, and I really appreciate that. So, and I love butterflies and flowers. Like I said, just anything beauty. I mean, even female beauty. I love like makeup and hair and fashion and shoes and accessories. So, yeah, that's me. That's what I love. So it's not one particular thing. It's a whole variety of just beautiful things. So, that's just a little bit about me, and I hope that this video inspires you. And that's it for now. Talk to you soon.